I forgot I got to tell you about the Mike Rooney thing, because he turned into a piece of shit. Because when I got arrested for the dogfight and shit, he kicked me out of his gym too. I closed my gym down because it was just getting... I had a gym, it was called Team DNA. I was training people, really good guys too. I had a really good team. But it was getting too tough working full-time and trying to run a gym full-time, man. That was stressful as fuck. I definitely don't regret closing my gym down. I miss it sometimes because there's a lot of good times I had, lots of good times I had at the gym, but overall I'm happy having my free time back and being able to do stuff that I want to do instead of being stuck at a gym. But anyways, I sent all my guys to train with Mike. Mike is probably right now the best jiu-jitsu instructor that someone could learn from in the Erie area. He was the first black belt in Erie, but me and him have a lot of similarities as far as teaching styles go. He is a really, really good instructor. I got to give him that. But I'm disappointed in him because he made a Facebook post telling me that I got kicked out of his gym, that he wasn't going to let me train there anymore because of my charges. And if there was anybody that I thought would have did that, I thought it wouldn't have been him, because he kind of he doesn't advertise, and it seems like he has enough guys to pay the bills. He just seems like he's just running his gym just so he can have a bunch of guys to train with himself, and it just happens to work out that he's got enough people there to pay the bills. So he's not doing really any advertising, and it wasn't listed that I was an instructor there. I just popped in there every now and then to train, and I sent all my guys there to train. And me and Mike had a history because we fought together on cards. I mean, we did crazy shit. We take fights on a day's notice. And we spent a lot of time training together. So, we know each other really, really well. So I'm really disappointed in him for hosing me like that. And even when he talks about the old days, he just calls me his training partner. This bitch can't even fucking say my name. I heard him talking about some fucking fights he did in the early days and how he got hooked up with Roy Harris, and he would say my training partner hooked me up with Roy and this, that, and motherfucker, I got a name, bitch. I got a fucking name. Why don't you use it? If I see that fucking dude, I'm gonna cuss his ass out. Fuck you, Mike Rooney. You're a bitch. And you're a super bitch. And that's pretty fucked up. It's super fucked up. I'm disappointed in you. That's some fucked up shit you did. And then this other dude that started this other club in Erie, okay? And that's the thing, is I basically trained all the competition in Erie. I trained with Mike Rooney. He's running a gym. And then there's this gym called 3 Elements in Erie, Pennsylvania. This guy, Mark Yates, started that gym. I promoted Mark Yates to blue belt, and he got his black belt before me. He got mad at me, okay, and quit training with me because I wouldn't give him a purple belt. I was a purple belt when I gave him his blue belt, okay? I'm certainly not going to give you a purple belt if I'm a purple belt. It didn't even make sense, okay? And I'm not even supposed to be promoting people, but Roy Harris would let people do that, so that's kind of how I got into that. And I always made sure people were if I was going to promote someone to blue belt, they were fucking good. So if you ever competed against them or rolled with them, you'd have no doubts that they're that belt. It wouldn't even be an argument. It wouldn't even be a discussion, because you know that they're worth it. So I promoted Mark to his blue belt, okay? So I got him started, and then he gets his black belt before me. It doesn't even make sense. I can kick his fucking ass. I would see this dude at a bar, and he'd kiss my ass because he was afraid I was going to beat his ass someday. Because I caught him running a class because I gave him a key to my gym. I was teaching out of this Taekwondo academy, so I made an extra key because he wanted to maybe get some extra training sessions in because of his work schedule. And it turned out that he was trying to run a class behind my back. And then I found out about it. I walked in on it. And then he was training with this dude, Justin Wilcox. I was training Justin Wilcox, and he got into the Bellator fighting series. He did pretty decent in MMA. He was a D1 All-American college wrestler. And I was training him, but then he kind of hooked up with Mark, and they kind of were doing some sneaky shit behind my back. And I told that fucking Justin Wilcox, I was like, let's go outside, motherfucker. I'll fight your ass outside. I'll beat the fucking shit out of you, because he was trying to get hard with me. he was trying to show up because there was a couple off-duty cops that they were training, and I think he was trying to act tough. I'm like, dude, I'll bitch slap the fuck out of you right in front of these cops, motherfucker. Fuck you. And he wouldn't go outside with me. They know fucking, you know, they know I don't fucking play that shit. So he's a bitch. Mark Yates is a bitch. Mike Rooney's a bitch. And here's how shitty Mark Yates is, okay? After I kicked him out of my gym, he went and hooked up with Mike Rooney, and Mike Rooney was training in his basement. Okay, wait till you hear this story. Okay, yeah, this is how dirty Mark Yates is. So Mike Rooney, he's a real friendly dude. He's like, yeah, you can come up to you come up to my personal house. Okay, he was training. He had mats in his basement. He was training people in his basement. Okay, so he was letting Mark Yates come into his house. So then I guess, because Mark was pretty good. So Mark was pretty good. So I think how this happened was, since Mike was teaching in his basement and he was charging people to train there, okay? So I think this is how this happened. Mike was married, okay? His first wife, her name was, I don't know, it's some redheaded chick. I can't remember her first name. But Mike must have let Mark teach some classes maybe when Mike was out of town for work or something like that. And Mark Yates ended up messing around and fucking Mike's wife. All right, so that's the type of dude that Mark Yates is, okay? So Mike is being nice enough to let you come to his house and train, okay? He probably wasn't even charging Mark because Mark was pretty decent. So then he lets Mark teach some classes, okay, to make sure people could still come there and train. And then he was staying after class and boning his wife. All right, that is super duper fucked up. I mean, at the end of it all, Mike Rooney should probably thank Mark for doing that because it exposed that dirty bitch that she was, and now Mike's remarried, and I'm sure I'm 100% sure she's a million times better than that fucking skank, for sure. And I don't even think, and then after Mike figured it out and they split up, Mark was still seeing her, so Mark left his. I don't think Mark was married, but he had a girlfriend and he had kids with her, okay? So he left that chick, okay, that he had kids with, and ended up getting with this redheaded stepchild. So that's some super fucked up shit. So that shows you the moral compass this Mark Yates guy works under, okay? And I gave him tons of free private lessons. Like, I was really putting a lot of time into him because my goal was to open up this big gym and I was going to have Mark be my assistant instructor. So he really stabbed me in the back. That's some super dirty shit.